Y'all get them in the building. You don't want to miss this, man. I'm about to go in.
And the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it is?
Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under it. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under it.
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV. Young.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you're just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you're tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Flown letter. Peace.
Young
To
TV.
you. Hit that like.
Hey, Rob, if you're just not tuning in, we got 40 people. That's enough. Tonight's topic. We got to give them more topics. They run out of topics, man. We got to give them some more to talk about. So tonight, we're going to talk about paranormal activity. Now, there is thousands, no, I'll take that back. It's millions of cases reported of beings seeing what they term as ghosts or spirits or mist, dark cloud or dark mist, or actually the impression of a person that they knew from the past, or somebody that passed away in a particular location, and their impressions left or their energy is left on to this dimension. So we're going to be breaking that down. And like I say, some of you might experience paranormal activity. And when they talk about paranormal, parallel, paragraph, para is a prefix word. And it has several different meanings depending on the context. But in this context, we're going to be dealing with the two worlds, this world and the spiritual world, or what they term it, on a mental plane, right? Because you see in, that's going to play a part in this. That's going to play a part in this. So, as I was coming up, I had a homeboy who said that they heard about this school that was haunted down on a place called a long road, dark road with no lights called Ellaby Road. And there used to be slave plantations, they say, all up and down this street. But the one school, there was a whole bunch of kindergarten kids at this school, and the school caught on fire and burnt down with the kids in the school. And the janitor, I think he was trying to save him, and he died as well, the janitor. So my homeboy and them heard about this school, and they said that this school was haunted. And the kids, they hunted this school because they trapped the kids in that school and pretty much sacrificed these kids. And so my homeboy and them said they went down to this school one day during the daylight, with just test the theory. It was doing about around this time of the year, Halloween time, right? When they was doing like this thing when they was gonna film it or whatever. So they go out there and they say that they saw a dude walking in the hallway that had a janitor uniform on, but his name tag was burned off. And he told them, "Hey man, the school closed or whatever, whatever, and nobody's supposed to be here." And they saying like, "Damn, why you here?" You know what I'm saying? And yo, why you got a janitor uniform on and your tag burnt off? So they didn't think nothing of it. They proceeded to get out of there, but they said they gonna make a go another route upstairs and then come back downstairs just to look around. They said they went upstairs, and next thing you know, the janitor dude was right there. And they said that make a long story short, the janitor dude really spooked them out, and they got the hell up out of there. And they said that this janitor dude is supposedly, when they found out later, was the dude that died trying to save the kids at that school. His energy field was left there. I was watching on my trip every day the Discovery Channel, and they run this long series about paranormal activities. And there was this one lady who moved into a house. An old lady died there of cancer or something, and her impression or her energy was still in the house, and she was knocking over stuff, uh, you know, pulling chairs out of things of that nature, trying to scare these people out of the house. Now, what's happening here? Because some people say, "Oh no, that's a demon." Certain religions believe that when you die, that's it. That's the end. Ain't nothing after that. Certain religions. Christians believe you die, go to heaven. Muslims, they believe when you go to this place, some of them got a thing, they say they gonna get 70 virgins when they get to heaven. So but what I'm saying is the life after death concept goes all the way back to ancient Kemet. And pretty much all the world's religions come out of the East. And when we say the East, we pretty much pointed out ancient Kemet. All those religions come from ancient Kemet. It was brought over here to the West. We understood the spiritual world over here on this side. And they understood it over there. But the people who they taught the spiritual concept to couldn't grasp it, so they turned into religion, partially, especially Christianity. Now we get into the part about what is paranormal activity. I'm just breaking it, giving you a root background on some of the stuff that's going on here. So we understood life after death. We understood that the spirit is the real you, the energy signature, the ka is the part of the real you, while the physical vessel is only the car. A car that you drive, that you operate in this third dimensional realm. So we really didn't use the concept of death. They said the ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead. We didn't call it the ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead. Right? We said life after death. So they got it mixed up. We understood that when you leave here, you pass from one place to the next. The other world could be identical to this world. And so how you had died already and just got woke up into your other world, into a parallel world that was similar to your world, to where you almost couldn't tell the difference. What if you're dreaming right now? How you know you ain't dreaming right now? Right? And then you wait when you go to sleep, you wake up into the real world. Studies show that there are different levels in the fourth dimensional astral plane. You can go to the fifth dimension, but it's sort of hard being you got to come back to a physical body. Why? Because several things hold us here on this side. This is why when a woman died in the house, she got stuck here. You could get trapped. That's what their whole game plan is, to trap us here, keep us from ascending, man. And one thing they use to trap us here is desires and the affectionate connection to your loved ones, the ones you care about, and you know if you go, they're gonna have a hard time here without you, right? Because you are the glue, the arm sound that holds the whole, machine together. Yeah, hit that like button. Shout out, stop playing 2020, 21. Stop playing. Shout out. Yeah, so the desires of that. Some people don't want to lose their house. Some people don't want to lose their car. Some people don't want to lose their job, their wife, their husband. They're attached to that. Now, there's a mechanism built in that causes you to have what they call nightmares, which is really exhaustion pipe for the brain, because the brain is an engine. It's an engine, and it's got an exhaust system. And that exhaust system is to get rid of the negative connotation, desires, lust, and things. So you have tendency to dream it out. And some of those things can be interpreted as nightmares, right? So you may have a dream about losing your house if your desires is attached to this house. And that'll be something that you got to play out in the fourth dimension to get past that, so you can pass that particular, because that's a block. That's a block that's holding you back on your astral travel desires, right? So this woman that passed away in that house, probably being attached to the house and not wanting to leave the house, when she passed, she didn't completely pass. She got caught in between two worlds, paranormal. She got caught in between two worlds because of the desire is holding her spiritual aspect on this side, trying to hold her spiritual aspect on this side of the mirror. So when people go to that spot and they don't got certain protection on them, they begin to see these beings. And it might not be everybody in the same family. It might just be one or two people. It might just be one person that see it. And that one person that see it is not because it's something wrong with them. It's because they're particularly a special person. They can see the parallel worlds like the cats. Some of you haven't had silver nitrate put in your eyes when you was a baby, so you can see certain things. Now there are certain frequencies involved to where you might can only see them out the corner of your eye at first, until you're not as afraid of them, and then they'll start to materialize a little bit as a mist, a black cloud. Most of the black cloud guys are dark entities. Yeah, dream, DRAM, dream, DRAM. There's no really, we don't like the word dream, right? We call it the RAM, the fourth dimension, the mental plane, the mental reservoir. And then that's the first beginning of Malakut. Under the mental reservoir, there's a place where you can be trapped called limbo. So a lot of these beings, half of their spiritual aspect is being caught in limbo, while the desires and the fear, because fear holds you here. Fear of losing their house, it trapped their energy into that house and left their impression there. And it's not, and sometimes it can necessarily not be them. Completely can be a hologramic reflection or a hologramic impression of their energy signature left in the house that plays like a recorder over and over and over again. And they may walk down the same hallway in the same way at a certain time every day or every week. You know what I'm saying? It's like a timer. And so they're spiritual, but they're being really tormented. That's a form of hell. That's a form of hell, being stuck here and can't leave, but can't really do nothing on this side. You know, as far as the physical aspect go, right? A lot of that stuff where you see them when they show the paranormal activity videos where they be knocking stuff down. A lot of that stuff be for cameras and special effects, because really the spiritual being is not permitted to do that. Now, it can happen, but they in great violation of that. And it's beings on the other side of the mirror that hunt these beings. They hunt these beings to find them so they can take them back. They call them Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, right? The Ghostbusters are responsible for finding these beings that trapped in the paranormal world and sending them to back to where they supposed to go, or sending them to where they were supposed to go. But keep in mind, it's what you're seeing is happening within, and it's dealing with energy and signatures that's being left. Like I say, due to people desires and their energy signature being one part of it being stuck here, which is to me a form of torture, a form of hell. Yeah, limbo is his own hell. Limbo is a low level frequency where it's a deep, low frequency, and if you get trapped there, it can take you almost forever, seem like forever to get out. Go watch a movie called Inception. It'll give you an idea of what limbo is, and how they was going in people's dreams, and how in their dreams they can build whole cities and things of that nature. Now we stick in the topic, paranormal activities. Uh, the question is, have anybody out there ever seen a ghost? Are ghosts real? Now Paul Mooney said that if ghosts were real, then the slaves would come back and teach the slave master a lesson, right? Not necessarily but the term ghost, right? Notice the word host is in there. And keep in mind, some you got extraterrestrials who are hosts, heavenly hosts, who have certain technology that can come into this same window and vortex that these beings get trapped into, and they can operate within that realm. And that's the far as they can go without making a deal, a blood sacrifice with somebody on this side in order to take their body or their young one's body, or somebody that they made a deal with. Drink a lot of water, y'all. It's about to almost be time. Drink you a gallon of water. Drink you a gallon of water. We water. We water beings. Right? Your physical vessel. Water is connected to spirit. This is it's the next thing, because you got solid, which is the body, you got the liquid, which is the water, the blood, and then you got the gas, which is the spirit, combinating to create the soul. Yeah. Hey, shout out, hey, go subscribe to the Lioness Den page. Sister Lioness Den. Go subscribe to Lioness Den page. Shout out Lioness Den. Hey, Lioness Den, we ain't the A team, we the B team, right? Right? We don't want to be A1 sauce. We want to be one with the sauce. Be one. You know what I'm saying? So we the B team. And yeah, we gonna win this war. Why? Because we can dance and they can't. Yeah, that's right. So we want to be one with the sauce, not A1 sauce. That's what they put on steak. You know, that they eat half cooked. But as we were saying, these spirits, you got this, what they call, because Bible taught on this, he called them disembodied souls. That means that they spirits or souls that don't have a body or a house or a temple to live in this physical realm. And some of them die in horrific ways. They burned alive, like I said, like the kids and the janitor. They were burned alive. So that's a hard man. Burning alive is a horrific way to die, right? And out of the fear and just the shock of being sent over to the other side like that, it can leave your signature on this side of your energy to get trapped on this side, and it makes it hard to cross over. Until justice is dealt to the people who caused the act. Like it was one guy that they buried him, but his body didn't start to rigor mortis until after they caught his killer. I think that was like 6 or 7 months later when they caught his killer. Uh, some people go to the old battlegrounds when the Civil War took place and when these different wars of old time took place and how horrific people were dying. You got to keep in mind, it wasn't like it is now in the military. Back then, they lined up gun for gun, cannon for cannon. And you might be standing there and a cannon fly by and take a guy's head clean off. Now, that's a horrific way to die. You hollering, ah, and boom, a cannon take your head clean off. Now, isn't that a horrific way to die? And so people who died like that, or passed, should I say, like that, they impression that fear. They die in fear. You know what I'm saying? They die I guess that wasn't no pain. There wasn't no pain if your head boom, okay to take your head clean off. That's really not that much pain. But like you understand what I'm saying, like some of our ancestors got took out of their house in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 in the morning by the Ku Klux Klan and hung and castrated. They got their ears chopped off, and that's a horrific way to die. I remember watching a movie called Mandingo Warrior. No, it's called Mandingo. I think that's the name of it, right? Where they used I can't remember the guy that played that they make him chase the one brother down, and then they get the one brother and they hang him, and the brother's sitting up there with the rope around his neck, and they get ready to pop the horse and hang him, and he said, "This is our land," or something of that nature, and then he said, "After you hang me, kiss my behind." Kissed by behind. And they said they hit the horse and hung him. But I guess that brother died in style, right? He told him to kiss his behind before he got up out of here. So I guess that brother, B1 with the source, AP. That brother went out in style, I guess. But like I say, other brothers and our sisters who were being lynched and took their land being taken and their family being executed and things of that nature, being pulled out the house. Like Baba's father, I want to say, they pulled him out the house and shot him in the back of the head. And I want to say Baba was there, and he just got out of the nick of time where he was at like about around 10 or 11 or so, and he was able to go live with his mom's side of the family in that Swan. But I think they pulled his dad out of the Sudan and shot him in the back of the head. And some of his family executed him. So let's think about the people that die like that. They get pulled out of their house and begging for their life, and somebody just blow their brains out. So that's a horrific way to die, and they could, without being in the right state of mind and peace with yourself, you could be trapped on this side, dying like that, man. And these people know that. That's why they do stuff like this, the mass murderers and things of that nature. You see? Because they want paranormal activity. They want this paranormal activity, man. Let's see. Make sure my phone stay charged. Know how they do. Yeah, so hit that like, y'all. We in the New Atlantis, man. This where everybody at. This where the party for the get ready to start. The safe zone. This is higher land. Get out of low ground. Get out of low ground. Get off the West Coast. Low ground and get ready to be covered with water. Atlanta's gonna have a beach. I got a message from my future self saying move to Las Vegas. Get some land and buy land in Las Vegas in the middle of the desert. Buy land in Las Vegas in the middle of the desert. Because that's about to be the hot spot. The ancestors are paving the way, and they putting out young guys like me, people like Rod. It's a long list of guys who are out now. The ancestors are using them to get the information across, get the truth out to our people. And so our ancestors, a lot of them are here walking amongst us because they also became disembodied souls. You gotta think about some of the people who got brought on ships, and the ones that said that we ain't get taken and we were to die, and they jumped into the ocean. All they got threw into the ocean, chained together, and you see them in a circle still under there. They got statues now, I guess, to represent the guys, but let's think about some of the ancestors that just they bonded together and it was in chains and jumped off into the ocean rather than become slaves. You see, by the Moors, right? So you got to think about that, man. So yeah, paranormal activities going on. Not only is the paranormal activity going on, you got, like I say, extraterrestrials here who are utilizing that same frequency, and they operate and do things. And they know a lot of them are here to just absorb energy. Some of them eat negative energy. They eat murder, mayhem, bloodshed, and war. They eat these things. So they're looking for a food source. Now, to get rid of these beings, there's several different things you can do. If you have your house, think your house is hunted, your hotel, the haunted hotel. Some people say that hotel Dr. King got shot at. That is Dr. King hunt that hotel because they was in on it. Like, some people like they say Nipsey Hussle is hunting the dude. What his name is? The dude Shitty Cuz. And some people say, on the other hand, Nipsey Hussle faked his death and he's still alive, right? Because there's several different things going on with that too, on the scene with no blood and all this. Like Rod pointed that out too. But paranormal activity is going on around the world. Keep in mind, there's some of these beings know how to open vortexes. These underground secret societies, they open vortexes. The same stuff that King Ramses II was doing, who they later on changed his name to Solomon, was working with the 72 demons. Because remember, Bodhi said last night there are 72 governors. Yeah, there's 72 governors of hell as well. And those 72 governors are the 72 fallen, these demonic energies that Solomon was in control of. And one of them goes by the name of Bazabuk El, curse him, who tried to come in, got mad yesterday, and tried to fly to my ear when I was getting ready to set up the alchemy that we did live on the Tahuti's, courtside seats with Tahuti. Bazabuk El, the fly being. Right? Which is the one that Ramses hit with the ring and told him, you bring back your captain. Yeah, that's right. That's another thing too, God. God, I'm glad you pointed that out, God. You gotta be watching what you say because these suckers be listening. These beings, and they take notes because they alchemists. Like I say, all high power alchemists take notes. So these beings take notes on you. And they use them notes on you, bro. I'm telling you. So you gotta be careful what you put out to the airwaves. Because that shit's like boom, words of energy, and that shit'll come back to you. Tupac spoke death, even though we had reason to believe he faked his death, but he spoke death, and boom. Biggie, same thing. Nipsey Hussle, even same thing. Mo 3, same thing. Mo 3 wrote his whole death story out before he died. Said how they were gonna kill him, how he was laying on the table. Some rapper just got shot. I mean, he played the whole thing out. Yeah, so we got to be careful what you talk, what you say, especially in a negative connotation towards yourself and others. Now, like I say, fear is what traps these people into this paranormal world. Fear and desire, mainly fear, because the desire is a fear. It's a fear of dying and losing your money in the bank. Some people are attached to their money in the bank. Some people are attached to their car, like I said, their house, their wife, their collection or whatever kind of collection. Like I got a book collection. So some people get attached to that and they don't want to leave that behind, right? And technically you don't leave nothing behind. Anything you can remember, you can take with you. Let me say that again. Told anything you can remember, you can take with you. We knew this as Egyptians, and they still laughing at us about putting that gold in the tomb. Say, oh yeah, these Egyptians thought they could take this gold with them. Oh yeah, you can take it with you if you can remember it. Tap, 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 rap, rap, rap. So anything that you can remember, that's why it's good, it's important to learn all you can learn here. Knowledge and remember and memory is what you're gonna take with you. That's why they say knowledge is more than gold. That's why Ramses II, which they got that from really, they got this part from Hotep the Third. They got this from Hotep when he said that when they asked him which one would you rather, the gold and silver or knowledge, and he said I'd rather have the knowledge. Why? Because the knowledge is what you're gonna take with you. If you got memory of the gold, you can take the gold with you. Memory is a powerful word. Yeah, you got the matrix, right? That's right. And we don't deal in binary no more. Binary, we going into yodel bytes. Go look up yodel bytes. It's a 9. It's a 9 coded computer system which we set up in the center of the earth called the supercomputer MEC, which Bill Gates, as Baba pointed out, named his computer after the Macintosh computer. Yeah, zeros and ones, the matrix, right? We got a whole tape out on that Lions Den called Galactic Family of Life 15, the supercomputer, where we break all that down, the binary code, zeros and ones, how to break how to read the code. Yeah, but like I say, if you're just not coming in, we're talking about paranormal activity, talking about your grandma still having her energy on the house, because a lot of people got their grandma left them their house, and your grandma might have died in that house, and you still can feel her energy signature in the house. But mostly, if she was a good being, she went on passed on to the other side. But you can still feel some of her energy signature, especially if some of her clothes, some of her artifacts with her finessation of the DNA being implanted onto the clothes and whatever else that she had for possession, uh, her energy signature could be on that. That's right, AP. Anything you can remember, you can take with you. And we understood that in ancient Kemet, and they laughed at us. They also laughed when they got ready to open the tomb, and they read right above the tomb. It says, "Whoever disturbed the tomb of such and such, your ass crack will pop out and explode. Your eyeballs will pop out the socket and roll down the street and explode like a like some kind of cannon. firecracker or something. You know what them white boys did? They laughed and said, "That's interesting," and went on in there. And then just like the Egyptians said on there, a couple weeks, a month, 2, 3 months, 6 months later, because a spell only can last for 6 months. Everything stuff started happening to these people. Right? They lied to cover that up. Yeah. So go, man. Look. So the ultimate thing is that these people, they really don't supposed to be called into the paranormal world. And like I say, it is bound beings if they belong to hell and they try to stay here on this side, that the devil will send the bounties out to them. And that bounty, these beings become to capture them and take them and put them in limbo. If they're a good being and their impression is left on this side, then there'll be two beings of the good persuasion to come and persuade them to come on and to cross over. And they'll show them the beauty of the other side, and then when they see it, but fear could keep you from getting in. Fear keep them from wanting to go, not want to leave their daughter. That was their only daughter, and they know that they was the only one that was looking out for that kid, and they don't want to leave, and they did die until their impression is left here, caught into between two worlds. This is going on, man. It's the love, and if in some cases the love, and in some cases fear, right? But everybody got their own protection. Everybody got their own guardian angel looking over them. All of y'all. You're never alone. You're always being watched 24 hours a day. So on that note, man, we're gonna keep this one short because we are sleepy, but we'll be back tomorrow with another one. This really wasn't that long of a topic to really talk about, but we had to just talk. Yeah, paranormal activity is real, right? It's been going on, especially since the devil came down here and started tormenting people and creating all these illusions and desires for us to fear, trap us here, right? So we better get up out of here, man. Peace.
Never have it been made so clear.